They should be able to hear us now. What a mess. Okay, great. Just going to ignore it. They can hear us. They probably won't be able to see what's going on. Just going to keep refreshing. But that said, you guys are traveling along the pass, kind of idling through, and out of nowhere, Ian, roll a d6.
What's Ian doing here?
Ian, real person, roll a d6. Okay. All right. Just bear with me here. Oh my God, this is so bad. Why are they trying to do stuff on Sunday? Don't they know people play D&D on Sunday?
No. They think we all do it on Friday and Saturday nights.
That's dumb. Oh my God. You know when you think you have something ready and you can just click it and you can just do what you need to, and you totally didn't do the thing that you needed to do? Yeah, that's me right now. Okay, so Chris Edwards disappeared?
Yes.
What happened to you?
Whoa. Okay, it just kicked me out for some reason. That's weird.
Okay, so Chris Edwards. What's your armor class?
Hold on. 15 maybe? 15.
Cool. No. All right, so this attack will be made with disadvantage. I think.
Someone trying to talk.
Clicking it. Yeah. So I hit, take 11 damage.
Holy shit. I can't see it. Yeah.
No, yeah, you shouldn't be able to yet.
Okay.
But now you should.
There it goes. So take 11 damage.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Okay.
As a rock comes sailing from the high ledge on the hill to your right, you can see that a horned bovine creature seems to have chucked it down upon you.
Ow.
Roll initiative. Good old random encounter.
Way to go, Kristen.
It's actually
Yeah,
Jody.
I know.
Yeah. Good job, Chody.
All right, Choke. Magoo.
Do I see with these eyes?
Can you not see the map?
I just don't. I see the map, but I don't see anybody.
Kind of scroll out a bit. It's up to the top right,
Oh,
or
okay.
towards the right.
Can I? So we're in kind of a valley. Can I move along this ridge to keep cover before I go up?
It didn't. Kristen, you need to select your token and then click it. And then if you want to move towards you can go wherever you want. But before the rock hits, nobody knew it was coming. Like right now, it's your turn, so you can move, do what you want.
I know. I'm saying, does it look like this stuff is actually going to be cover along here?
Oh yeah, from rock throwing, for sure. It's about 10 feet high, with like I want to say like a 35-degree slope, or 25-degree. It's like it's almost vertical, but it's got a little bit of give if you wanted to try and climb it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I move my 30 feet, and then can I go ahead? Well, I'm going to stay down, so I'm in cover, and then So if I climb, will it be a 10-foot movement?
If you climb, it'll be a part of your movement, so it'll be an additional 10. It'd be an additional 5 feet per 5 feet moved up, so it'd be 20 feet to climb 10 feet.
Can I climb up to the lip of the ledge, or does that not count? Is it all the way up or nothing?
I mean, if you want, you can try and pull yourself up. You can make an athletics check to pull yourself up. That would just take, it'd be difficult terrain to do that. But actually, no, it'd be more than that. It's still going to be 20 feet to get up there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I've already used my move once. I want to try to get up there so I don't have to have as much move for the next one.
It would be a dash action to try and get up there now. If you're trying to stay in cover, it would be just kind of staying there, staying down. You could take the dodge action if you'd like to. But if you want to get up there, it's dash.
I'm going to go ahead and stay down here and use the dodge action, I guess.
Okay. Lucas, you see Dugat run towards the rocks, get kind of crouched down, and kind of look up the ledge there.
Okay. Lucas is gonna go up next to him and then cure wounds on myself.
Okay. You see this young noble man rush up next to you. Have you traveled with Lucas before, Chody?
I don't think so. I think he wasn't in our last game.
Okay. So a young noble man who's joined Varn's call, he rushes up, casts some sort of curative spell upon himself. All right. The Minotaur. Looks like it picks up another rock, kind of squares off, looking at the 3 that remain. Ian, roll another d6.
Yup.
Yeah, I got your badger. Hold on. All right, so this will go against Kristen. 13 hit your armor class.
Who's this again?
Just hits. I'm
Okay.
13.
So then you're going to take 11 points of damage as the rock clips into you.
Ow.
Yeah, you're not happy, I don't think.
I only have 12 hit points.
So you have 1 remaining.
She just got chatted.
I just chatted her. All right, Varn. Yeah, you can see that the artillery barrage from the Minotaur seems to be kind of working.
Okay.
Speaking of kind of working, I think Roll20 is working so I can stream it. Yay! Thanks for watching and not listening, and then listening and not watching, and now both. Everyone who is there.
So can I pick up and toss our fighter type up here?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. I'll brace myself against the ledge, like a mobile stair. Hop up.
Okay.
So
That's more-
I'm giving aid, or aid another for his athletics roll to climb up.
Gotcha. Yeah, the only thing about the throwing a person is they kind of have to be receptive, so they have to kind of jump into your arms or what have you to be chucked. Okay. Darna. It looks like the dwarf looks like he's made kind of a mobile stair. If you wanted to, you can dash right up him.
I put the hood of my cloak up.
Okay. You, Talith, as you look at the halfling, she's wearing a greenish-looking cloak. She throws the hood up, and it kind of looks like she starts to blend in with the grass and the rocks behind her from your view.
Okay.
And then
How far up from is the ledge?
10 feet. But if you run up the dwarf, it's only 5 feet.
I'm just picturing this. I'm sorry.
It's actually 5.5 feet
Sure.
because Varn's only like 4'7", and you're stepping off his shoulder. Yes, big shoulders.
So could I end up here?
Yeah, certainly. And how much movement was that?
30.
Okay, so yeah, you run up him, kind of hopping off. Make an athletics check just to see if you can just hop off of him. Basically, the only thing this is going to kind of
Can I
affect
do an
is
acrobatics check instead?
not at all,
Why do you hate me?
because you're going to roll a natural 20 anyways. You asked. Well, that's good enough. You jump off the dwarf and land there, so you don't spend your action trying to scrabble up the stone because it is about 5 feet. So, yeah, you're fine. You can still take an action if you'd like. If you want to hide, you're currently not hiding. You do have your, hood drawn up, but you are still visible. It's not going to have to look for you. You have to take the hide action to hide.
Then I want to hide.
Okay, you kind of move towards that shrub and like brush there, and kind of like move into it a bit, just staying where you're at token wise. And yeah, dwarf, you kind of look up after her as she does that, and she kind of just like blends into the bush. All right, Tala. Wow, you rolled an 18. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Go ahead and take an action, then take another action. You shouldn't have been close enough to been shot by
Yeah.
the. Yeah, well, sorry, you rolled way late, turkey.
Show your face.
All right, what are you doing? You get to act, and then Chris will act, and then you'll act again.
How far away is the Minotaur?
65 feet.
That's not a minotaur. That's just a horny human.
He should have moved forward actually and tossed rock. All right. She pulls out her bow and she fires an arrow up over the rocky ledge towards the Minotaur. It kind of flies past it. It kind of looks disgruntled. "Oh!" And as it does so, it kind of hefts into sight a very large looking axe. Chody. Dwarf is receptive
she
to you
not want
climbing
to
up it.
I'm gonna
move?
go with the dwarf.
Do you want to move, Kristen?
I think I'm good for now.
So you pop up the dwarf. Go ahead and make an athletics check, super low DC, just to jump up the dwarf and up the ridge so you don't have to climb. Perfect. So no move is used in that process. It's just 5 feet up and straight into the that asshole.
And I
You
will
attacking him? You're waiting?
I will rage.
Oh, rage. I was like, whoa, opposite. Stays.
And I-
Okay, raging.
And I don't have the rage hit, so
It just add +2 to your damage. You can also, you're second level now, are you not?
Yeah.
You can reckless attack, which means that if you attack, you have advantage, but everything that attacks you has advantage as well. And also, while you're raging, you take half damage from non-magical weapons.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and reckless attack then.
All right. Okay. You kind of get past his axe, but it hits his like hide, and it's a lot thicker than you were expecting. So the slash that you swung in was kind of needle that kind of cutting into him, and it doesn't really do as much as you think it would. It cuts against hide instead of cutting into hide. All right.
So okay, just to be, it
You
did
didn't
no
damage
right?
him. Yeah,
Okay,
you didn't get through his natural armor.
Neat.
All right, Kristen.
I shoot again.
That'll hit. A really solid hit kind of in its shoulder. It seems to kind of draw a little bit of blood, but it doesn't really pierce as deep as you would hope. Like, bulleting through him and ripping out his rib cage as the velocity pierces him. It's a little less dramatic. Any movement from you this time?
Yes, I will move a bit closer. Can I move over into looks like that niche on the other side of the cliff?
Show me where. Move.
How do I do that?
Pick up your token, move it to where you want it, drop it. Yeah, that's fine. This side of the hill, or this hill on this side, is a little less steep, so you could kind of walk up it if you wanted to. Your shots have been kind of labored because you're trying to shoot uphill at a target, so it's had cover. But yeah, now you can see it in its full glory. All right, Lucas,
I'm gonna hop up the dwarf.
make an athletics check, see if it takes any extra movement. You're good.
And then I'm going to swing. Does this count as a humanoid? I'm just wondering.
Not at all.
Okay, I didn't know. Actually, I'm gonna hunter's mark it, and then I am going to swing with my long sword. And Badger is gonna swing too.
Okay. And I told you I was going to get that out for you, and I lied to you.
Yeah,
A liar.
I see that. I gotta find its attacks. Where's that? There we go.
How do I? Oh, what? I don't have a token for you. What the hell? Get out of there.
God, John, you're the worst.
Well, just assume Badger's been running with me the whole time.
No, I have a token for him, but I totally forgot to make it the official token.
Badger's gonna. Okay. Badger's gonna miss. I don't know why my hunter's mark has damage attached to it,
Sure.
but
Makes it easier.
so it'd be 6.
Uh,
1 for the hunter's mark and then 5 slashing.
yeah. All right. It'll go to it. Kind of looks at this field of battle and is kind of impressed by the strength of this big half orc. It's gonna also go reckless on its attack. Although, why does it have to? You made a reckless attack, but it's still going to do it. And I'll make my attack against you with advantage. So that'll hit for 17. Half of 17 would be 9. So take 9 points of damage. Chody. Thump. I don't think I have multi-attack. Nope. All right. Varn.
Okay, everyone's up the hill. I'm looking at this hill. Can't jump that high. I'll kind of use my halberd to help me climb up this hill. Athletics. And I stay at the bottom of the hill.
You sure do.
Hey, John. I
Mhm.
don't think that my attack roll included my fighting style.
For damage?
Yeah.
You have dueling?
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 more.
So, yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
just kind of walk over here.
Yep.
Wave to everyone as I'm walking by.
Good old fashioned, Queen wave as he's walking
Yep.
the promenade. And then,
And that's it.
oh, cool. Darna, you are pretty well sure you're concealed. So if you make a ranged attack against it, you would have advantage. If you kind of move into it, I'd also let you attack it with advantage. Well, it's reckless attacked, so you already have advantage. It's fine. What you doing?
I'm gonna run up and punch it.
Do it. Okay, that'll hit because advantage. Next up is Chody.
Does she not get her dual attack thing anymore?
Oh yeah, unarmed attack again. Go for it.
I am awesome.
All right. Chody. The other one. Hit. +2 because rage.
It's a crit as well.
No, it's not.
It's not.
That's not the dice
Oh,
roll.
19.
Yeah. Turkey. All right. Talith. Clear line of sight on this
Can I
guy.
go into a
Oh.
defensive position, or is that not allowed?
That's not a thing. If you are defending, it's an action to dodge. You did not reckless attack when you hit it, did you? Or did
No,
you?
I did not.
Yeah. Then that's as defensive as it'll go. That'll miss. And roll a d20, Kristen.
You suck.
She's gonna hit one of us.
You're the one that rolled a 1. You're fine. It's just a wide miss. All right. Lucas.
Smash that.
Go
Yeah.
back.
Mhm.
The Minotaur did reckless, so she has advantage on him, correct?
Oh, she sure does. What was the total? I'm sorry, I'm doing something else now.
She rolled a 13.
Still miss.
Okay, well, all right, I tried.
Good effort. Good effort. Good effort. Okay, so then what was that? Hit for what? Dueling, so 11 damage.
No, that macro includes it. I'll have to fix the other one.
Okay. So then hit and hit. All right. The Minotaur is going to take the disengage action and kind of jump up the stone and kind of work his way up the hill, hoping that you won't follow. Looks like he's quite scared. All right. Varn?
I'm going to move to here, draw my hand axe, and introduce it to him with disadvantage.
Yeah, he didn't attack. So yeah, it'll kind of shoot up, hit the rock beneath his feet, and kind of bounce into the bushes right at the floor there.
That would have been glorious.
All right. Darna, yeah, it kind of looks like the Minotaur is kind of trying to escape. Yep.
I hide.
Okay. Jody?
I hit.
Make an athletics check because you're
I
trying to climb
fail.
up a ledge. You're trying to climb up a ledge, so let's see if that. Okay, yeah, you're fine. And then you rush up and you swing and you miss. Okay. Talith? I believe 60 is the range for a short bow. Is that right?
60, 120, right?
So it's disadvantage at this shot.
It says range 80, 320.
Okay, then it's regular shot. Then yeah.
For a short bow? Jesus.
Oh, yeah, it is 80.
That'll hit.
Yeah, 80. Wow. Jesus Christ.
All right. More blood seems to flow from the creature as you hit it in the back with the arrow. Lucas,
Let's see here.
athletics check to climb up the ledge.
Oh, the badger's
I'm pretty sure they got the max range on the short bow and the sling, but reversed.
Okay, so the badger makes the climb check.
Yeah, I'm not moving. I'm staying where I'm
Okay,
at.
and the badger can make an attack.
Yeah, badger's gonna. Where's it? Nope.
That's a miss.
And then I'm gonna move up to the rock, but I'm not gonna climb.
Okay. All right. Dugat, go ahead and make an opportunity attack. Badger opportunity attack. Darna opportunity attack.
Even though I'm down the next ledge.
You have disadvantage for this attack, Darna. And
Can't even reach the top of the ledge.
it jumped down after you. You should have seen the movement trace right there.
Mm-hmm.
Dugat hits, and the badger hits. It manages to break the line and kind of charge past everybody, jumping over the dwarf, and kind of just jumping over the chasm entirely and landing on the other hill. It hopped down to where Darna is at to continue its charge to jump. You don't get an attack of opportunity. I told you it jumped over you. And you didn't have
Reach
a
weapon.
halberd. You didn't have a halberd ready to attack with. You just threw a freaking hand axe.
Yeah, which means I have 2 hands free.
Logic.
You are
My
a
halberd
10
is my walking stick, John. I've said
Fair
this.
enough. You hit it. It doesn't kill
repeatedly.
it. Yeah, asshat.
No, because
Jeez.
that's the second time I've rolled shit for damage.
Right. Okay, cheer up.
Right. I'll draw my last hand axe and chuck it at him again. Let me move
Okay.
into range again.
If you move closer to it, you're going not to be able to fire at it because it's another 10 foot,
Crap, yeah.
upwards. So you have to throw it from your distance to have advantage, and it's going to be outside of range. So
Yep.
disadvantage to the attack.
Disadvantage. And that's with disadvantage. Nice.
You have +6 to your attack roll.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you do. Okay, yeah, you hit it in the back. It falls over. It dies.
Grab me axe.
All right.
And I shout that to this group over here, to Darna and Dugat.
Everybody gain 140 experience.
Slowly.
Starting with Talith, who's closest. What do you guys do? Talith, what are you doing?
You said 140.
Experience, yeah.
I will examine the body.
Okay. It's got a big great axe, and it looks like it has a pretty large pouch, bag. Looks like it's actually kind of like a hide of leather that's been kind of sewn on its ends to form a pretty makeshift simple bag.
Is there anything inside it?
Yeah, so you open it up, and inside you can see that there's quite a few parts of dead bodies. Looks like a big hunk of flesh that's been kind of bit upon, and a couple of coins. Roll a d10. Six gold pieces.
I don't care for anything inside the bag. Can I take the axe?
Sure, you have a great axe.
Yay.
And if you want, you can recover my hand axe out of it. I would like that back. Sentimental value, you know.
That sounds like something you can do yourself.
Okay, so you guys continue on. Rushing to Finkiston as best you can on the road. During that last portion, Kristen, you kind of noticed that the axe that you picked up seems to kind of resized to your size. The axe was very large when the Minotaur had it, but now it feels like it's kind of something that you can kind of use, not something that's unwieldy.
Sweet.
All right, and then you continue on for that last portion, and you make it to Finkiston. All right, so it's a really small town, really, really, really small town. So small, itty bitty town. It looks like it's a hill set atop a hill, and there are a total of maybe 20 buildings, if that. The most noticeable building of these buildings is a tower, an old tower, and it looks like its walls and such have been kind of rotted away. But the town itself doesn't look like it's halfling size. It looks like a regular human-sized town, but all moving throughout. It basically looks like kids might have been just let out of school. You see a bunch of halflings kind of wandering about, just doing their business, and they all kind of look at you as you enter into the town.
All right.
I fit in.
You fit right in. That is correct.
Varn will announce that he's the relief party from Hilton to deal with the Virby.
Oh yeah, you heard about the the Verby. Yeah. So they're out that way, and he kind of just gestures kind of north. It said they're kind of in an old mound. Yeah.
What
No,
kind of mound?
Oh, it's an old mound. Another one kind of walks past and goes, "Are y'all talking about the Verbeeg?"
Yes.
It's an old mound. It's a green dragon's lair, was it? And then the green dragon was killed by adventurers, and now it's being taken over by Verbeeg.
How many are there?
Oh, I'd say about 4 or 5, more than we can deal with for sure. Even Lord Finkus has not come out of his tower.
And there's just the one tower?
Mm-hmm. So the tower is kind of here. I'll show you a picture. It's really easy. There you go.
All right. Is Lord Finkus amenable to visitors?
No, not really. Kind of a hermit.
I say we go anyway.
Well, we'll need to talk to him.
Yeah, sure. Or you could talk to the constable. It's more readily available. He deals with the people more often than than Lord Finkus does. Yeah.
Let's speak to the constable.
Ah, good idea. You can find her. She's in the tower's main structure. Yeah, you can go talk to her.
All right. That's what we'll do.
All right. You go to the old broken up wall of this this keep, this tower, and enter in through the main door. As you do so, you can see that there are 3 individuals in this room. One is a halfling woman who's wearing kind of a wide-brimmed hat, a green cloak, and she has 2 hand axes at her belt. The other 2 are there's another halfling. This one in apparently plate armor, and he has a shield on his back. Set nearby him, there appears to be a very bright colored lance, but it seems to match with him. It's probably his. And then the third individual is a human who looks really awkward amidst the furniture that's been placed in this place. Quite tall comparatively. And she just seems to be wearing kind of leathers, and she has a book strapped to her belt. They all kind of look at you as you enter in, and who's the first one to walk in?
Varnwood.
Okay. The scout, the one with the wide brim hat, she looks at you, and she seems to be chewing on some sort of weed or something, and she kind of pulls it out of her mouth and looks at you. Who are you?
I am Lord Ashbraid, sent by Lord Hilton to aid you with your Verbeeg problem.
We're getting ready to go deal with that ourselves. So, ugh. The human lady kind of looks over. What is your name? And you said you were sent from Hilton?
I, Lord Varn Ashbraid.
Did Rhea send you?
Yes.
Cassandra says something in halfling to the halfling. Kate, you pick up on it because you're a halfling. She says, Rhea's the shield associate. These folks are fine. And then the scout kind of tips her hat to the dwarf. Well, if you lot are going to go and do it, and you've already been commissioned by a shield to do it, I suppose that's fine. She kind of shrugs her shoulder. We have more pressing matters anyways that we could be dealing with. We were just trying to do a service for good Lord Finkus. Yeah, they're just on ahead. I would say maybe an hour or so's travel, but it's already late. If you're going to travel, if you're ready, feel free. If you're going to stay, we might be able to get it done this evening. But it's entirely up to you.
Well, there was a spot of trouble on the road with a Minotaur.
Oh,
So
Minotaur.
I'll have to... Yes.
Huh. We've dealt mostly with hill giants. You're lucky you didn't run afoul of one of them. Especially,
Yes.
as he says that, the other halfling says, especially if a Minotaur was giving you trouble.
Well, not me so much, but one of my companions was...
The tall, the human girl interrupts you and says, "Are you sure you're the stuff, or you're made of the stuff that can deal with giantkin like these. If you had trouble with a minotaur on the road, this might be too much for you.
Well, an ambush tends to do that to you.
Well, you should be more wary then. And she kind of steps forward and offers her hand in, greeting. I'm Cassandra Orlov.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We are associates of the Tall Nomery. We do what we can to protect these parts. Scout Tegan is our leader. She gestures towards the halfling with the hat. And they kind of look to you. If you're going to deal with it, I suppose it's fine. And Tegan seems to be the one that's kind of flustered about it. We have other things that we can be dealing with. We've got reports that the blue giant has made his way into the Hardlow Hills. We'd like to check that out instead.
Blue giant.
Jormungandr?
The war chief. The war chief that smashed the crap out of Jether.
We definitely need to get reports of that if it's as true, and we need to identify what the Jormungandr's forces look like, since there are conflicting reports from the refugees from Jether.
By all means.
We were planning on dealing with this on the way. If you
is
are
there
planning,
any that you would like sent back to Lady Rhea when we return to Hilton?
just let her know Tegan's in the area. She'll know what it
Very
means. And if you're leaving, are you planning on going now or tomorrow?
I was going to consult with my companions and see if they were supplied for tonight, or supplied for the future journey to the north.
The other halfling speaks up and says, "Y'all didn't introduce me. Fair. But I have an idea for you lot."
The Ashbraids are not one to dismiss advice.
Well, and not even ask somebody his name, and he shrugs and starts scratching his blonde hair. I'm Sander Ironfoot. Not that it matters, I guess. But anyways, the point of it is if you're leaving in the morning, well, we can kind of see if we can't draw any of them out by acting in operation and moving quickly, and instead of trying to move quietly and stealthily. And you can see Tegan kind of roll her eyes in the back of her head. Sander kind of smiles. We might be able to pull a couple of them out of their lair and deal with them. Might make it easier to work for you lot.
Well, how many are there?
Reports are there are about 5 or 6.
Or 6. Well, I will not. I will not forgo any kindness that you show, but if speed and stealth are more what you need to scout out the Blue Giant's forces, then that is what you must do.
Well, we leave now, and we will return probably in a 6 day. So you're welcome to stay here in this place. Just do not enter into the tower. Finkus is not someone to be trifled with. If he is in
So I have
contemplation,
heard.
if he is in contemplation, he might be irate by those who enter into his chamber.
So I have heard.
Very
Let
good.
me consult with my companions, and I shall inform you presently whether we shall move immediately or stay the night.
Oh, we're leaving, so if you want to stay here, stay. If you don't, then don't. And they start picking up all their stuff. Sander grabs the big lance and launches it over, just launches it in between his shoulder and his neck, and kind of starts walking towards the door. And with a big, gauntleted halfling hand, he kind of pats you on your shoulder. Good luck, dwarf! And he kind of starts walking out the door.
All right. So, guys, do you want to head out tonight, or do you need a long or short rest?
Have we recovered any?
No.
Then I need to rest because I'm about to die.
If you take a long rest and you have enough experience to level, you can level. If that's something you're interested in doing.
That would be good. That would level Kate.
Okay. Then, yeah, I guess we shall stay the night and head out just before first light.
Okay. So you guys rest and awake the next morning.
Okay.
And you take the advice of the scouts group, and basically head out of Thankiston. Again, you guys are taking a long rest, so if there's anything you want to do in Thankiston before you leave, just let me know.
Does the long rest heal 1 hit point, right?
Long rest in a safe place heals all your hit points, and you recover a number of hit dice equal to half of your level. Which you didn't spend any hit dice, so you're fine.
I might see if they have a donkey or something that I can use as a pack animal.
And then with Kate leveling, it's just 1 hit dice of hit points, right?
So yeah, she'll gain a new level. She'll gain more hit points. The hit points will be for a monk 5 plus her con modifier.
And then did she get anything fancy, or is it just
Key points. It should automatically add it though. Hold on. Let's see. Kate is Darna.
Yes.
Won't
I'll do you quick.
Won't you blow?
I'll do you real quick here. So
So yeah, is there a cart and a donkey or I can purchase along with
No.
a few days of
rations,
feed?
yes. Feed, no.
Just something to free up.
No, they don't have it.
Can I go hunting?
Can you
like
hear me?
80 pounds of carrying capacity.
Can you hear me? Like, okay, because I said no like 3 times.
Yeah, I know. It's just damn. All this shit is heavy.
All right,
You
should have
know
got
he
a
has
horse.
hearing problems.
I mean, yeah. So you get key. And unarmored movement. What the hell? What'd you press?
I don't know.
Don't help.
Not helping.
You must have did something. Because you messed it all up.
Sorry.
Are you sure they don't have a galley for sale, John?
Will you stop? I don't understand how you can be so autistic. Like, you're not. You're not.
I'm just doing it to press your buttons, John.
It's really aggravating. Like, just stop. Oh my God, Ian. Oh my God. Okay, so if you guys are traveling out, if there's no real.
No, I don't need to stock up on anything. Unless anyone else needs something.
I want to stock up on dead animals I can eat.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to your character sheet, but you must have clicked something while I was trying to fix it, and it messed it all up. Short answer is you gain key points. You have 2 of them. You can spend a single key point to make yeah, you have key points. It's in your player's handbook. Check it out. Oh my God. That is really broken. I'm going to refresh and hope that fixes it. Someone make a survival check for me. Okay, so you're able to kind of follow the path that they set before you, kind of told you where that mound was. And on your way there, you see a clearing with a bit of trees kind of like up on a hill, kind of down into like a clearing, like a ravine between two hills. Not as craggy as the last one that you kind of encountered this way, but you see what look like 3 large corpses kind of laying on the ground. What do you do?
So three corpses.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna investigate them corpses.
And you said large corpses. Are they actually
Yep.
large, or are they just
Large.
bloated?
Large as in size.
As in probably not human.
I will stand back and keep an eye out. Hand axe in hand.
Kate, I fixed your sheet.
Thank you.
Your speed is increased by 10 feet, so you should have 40 now. Should be set. Okay, cool. Yeah, they look like they've been dead for a few hours. When you get to them, you notice that they are giantkin. They look like they're Verbeeg. 2 of them look like they had the backs of their necks cut out by sharp blades. Probably roll a medicine check if you're interested. Hand axes, and one looks like it had its head impaled through the eye socket with something heavy and pointed,
Kind of like a lance.
and just like a lance. But you're pretty sure that halflings couldn't have reached these if these things were standing that high, these high points. So some shenanigans must have happened.
He was riding on someone's shoulders.
No wonder they have a human hanging out with them.
Right.
You continue on. You get to the vegetation mound. From what you can see, there's kind of like a black smoke kind of emanating out of the middle top of it. It looks like it is a cairn or like rocky kind of hill that looks like it's been covered over with moss and kind of just greenery. Vegetation's kind of built up in it or around it. It might be formed of vegetation. You don't know for sure. But this seems to be one point of entrance. It's kind of built into the hill, and it looks like there's a statue and some cobbled stone kind of sitting near that entrance.
Varn will ask everyone to take up positions, and he'll call out. He'll position himself in front of it, ready to call out.
Dugat takes up his axe and moves to the front.
What?
Yeah.
No,
The front of the group or the front of the cave?
Front of the group.
but we want to negotiate first.
I'll negotiate.
Okay.
What is negotiate?
It's when you politely ask people to leave rather than killing them.
Dugat, it would seem that they're in there. You definitely can tell that there's something at least cooking or doing something with fire in there.
We should go ask for something to eat.
So my presumption is front line is Dugat and Varn, second line is Badger and Ranger, and then back line is other Ranger and Monk.
Sounds good.
Okay. Are you guys just approaching the cave mouth, or are you guys going to try something stealthy? Because that totally feels like this party. He said
I'm
always
sarcastically.
stealthy.
Varn is going to call out to the camp.
To the cave? Okay. Yeah? And what do you yell out?
I glare at Varn.
Hail the fire. Come out and greet your guests.
You see a very strange looking huge
In
head
giant.
kind of appear out the side. She looks very strange. She's probably about 14, 15 feet tall. She has a strange smile on her face, and she comes out looking at you. She seems to be dragging something behind her. As she kind of enters view, you can see that she has a rock in her hand. She looks at the dwarf. She says in giant, "Puny, puny, you know follow strength," and throws rock at dwarf. You know that the lower of the giants are typically not ones that treat. Or I knock some sense into you with this rock, and then you know. Let's see if it hits. Probably not. Probably so, actually. Ooh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yeah, you're
That's-
going to remember all the things that you should have known about the Giants as I chad you, you son of a... Oh, wow. Wait, no. Yep, chatted. I chatted you. Oh, Chad!
1 hit point, John.
I know.
1 hit point.
That's what it
So,
means to be chatted.
Jesus.
You still want to talk to him?
Distance-wise, I'm going to say, Dugat, you are probably 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away from the mouth of the cave because you probably would have tried to yell into it. If you want to start a fight, I'll allow it. Like
They
if
just attacked us. Yeah, we're starting a fight.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Hold on. Let's go ahead and start a fight.
You mean finish a fight? Oh, that's the green giant, John.
Ho ho ho.
Nice.
Magic the Gathering. Yeah. She looks
Yeah.
like something from Attack on Titan. That's why I always use that one. Which is really cool. Anyways,
She has a really weird grin. It's
in
creepy.
actuality, I'm going to put some of you guys over here, okay? Just so you understand what I'm doing. The front line is the only line that's on the map, and you are here. Everybody else is behind them 5 feet. So it would be Lucas, you're 5 feet off the board, and Badger, you're 5 feet off the board. Darna and Talith, you're 10 feet off the board. Make sense?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be just black?
Scroll down.
You don't have
Dark vision.
dark vision, so if you can't see, you can't see.
I do have dark
But
vision.
there's a fire in there, so we should be able to see light from the fire.
Shifters don't have dark vision, do they? Yeah, they
I do. And I can't see shit.
But there is a fire in the cave, you said.
Yeah, but it's not directly in the cave. It looks like the cairn is a lot bigger than just like a small cave.
John, I'm very specifically not looking at the rest of the map. I have vision over the whole thing.
Why? Oh, why?
I don't know.
I have no visions.
I have dark
know the
vision
whole thing.
60, and I can see the lady with stuff.
I'm gonna light a torch though.
Ow.
How do you have... I didn't hit you that hard. That you can start seeing into the fucking...
I can see here. I can see
Uh-oh.
here.
Oh, what's there?
A
Type it out.
giant.
Oh, shut up.
I can see here
Oh, shut up. How the hell can you see?
and here and
You said
here.
we were gonna knock sense into him.
Apparently,
You gave him
knocked so much
all
sense
of the
into me.
knowledge.
You don't have GM rights, do you?
No,
He
I
remembers all
shouldn't.
the things.
But Varn knows all of the things.
Quite literally.
Click on
It's
the
very
cog
odd.
and
Oh, I
see
got
if we have-
Apparently, he's just really perceptive.
No, he's not. Or he would have remembered.
Are things disappearing?
Nope. Do you want me to just refresh and see if
Please.
that fixes? Yeah. I could see all of the things. And for some reason, Varn will be unusually cautious today.
Can anybody else see everything?
No, I can't see anything.
Son of a bitch.
Definitely not telling you if I can.
Of course, I think roll 20 locked up on me. So hold on.
Yeah. Every time they improve Roll20, they just make it worse. It's like a Windows update. There, I can see nothing now.
Thank
I
God.
can barely see her.
Right. She's right in the mouth of the cave. Yep.
But like I have dark vision and I can barely see anything.
It's dim. Dark vision gives you dim sight, not full on sight.
Yeah, but to 60.
Yeah.
It stops at 50.
Because that's the cave, isn't it?
How about now?
I'll have to refresh Roll20 again.
No, don't you do it.
But in any case, you need the initiative tracker up so we can roll.
Yeah. Let me clear it first. Okay, now. Well, this has been a technical headache and a half.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly Roll20's fault. Yes, that's better, John. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do miss seeing everything. That was very nice.
More initiative.
Mine isn't working.
April. Oh, Kate, sorry. You sound just like Chris. You guys sound alike. It's weird. You gotta select your token, then you gotta click it.
Give me just a minute, John. I had to reload, so.
It's fine.
I light a torch.
Why are there so many Chris's in this game?
Chris,
Yeah, they're all
Kristen.
of the Chris.
Oh, there we go. Now I can see. Hey, check that out.
I just figured since you were going into a dark kind of underhang there, I just will light a torch for you. Instead of letting you take an action to do it. Everybody's rolled, right? Cool, Talith, you're up. Giant, you are 10 feet behind Dugoth.
Do I perceive anything else that might be a danger in this area?
Just that giant.
The boulder bouncing off of Varn might be a hazard to someone in the next minute or so when it comes
Didn't
back.
bounce.
When it comes
Didn't
back
bounce.
to Earth, didn't bounce.
It hit your head and stopped. All of the damage went into your brain, and then it dropped. And then you had this weird vision. You're like, I can see the universe. And then you refresh, and now you can see just this damn giant. But you know that there are more giants.
That explains a lot, especially his initiative roll.
Yeah, you were spending that whole time like warping through time and space, like seeing through walls and shit.
See, he actually had a 21 on initiative, but he saw the world and he held his action.
Cut off the one at the end. All right, what are you doing? Oh wow, you move in
Yes.
and attack and miss. Roll a d20.
What the fuck?
Fumbleia. Your sister was shit. Your sister was doing it a lot too. Yeah. It kind of catches your maul in its grasp with her battle axe. That's the thing she was dragging behind her, and kind of catches it with the beard and pulls, sending the hammer flying off head first into the cave.
So she's gonna grab that great axe now that you added to her sheet, right?
I'm gonna add it to her sheet right here in a second. Okay, and then that's your turn, Darna. You should have great axe listed on your sheet.
Jesus.
If you haven't
Yay.
figured out I'm awesome by now, you should.
Whap,
She
whap.
cheats.
All right. So you rush in. What's up? What's up? Punching at both of her kneecaps, and she kind of looks down at you. Ugh. Pretty good stuff. All right. It'll go to it. Initially intent on smashing this upstart wild girl, she turns her attention to kneecap puncher kicker, and she'll swing at it with her battle axe. She'll do so two-handed. So a straight down descent onto the halfling. Does a 16 hit? Your hit points should have gone up, and I don't know why they didn't. I should have set them to do so. But yeah, I'm pretty sure 16 hits, right?
Just barely.
Good night, sweet princess. Your hit points total should be +5, so 13. And that will not double
Not
dip you.
21.
Oh god, what the heck? What are you doing?
I was fixing it.
I was fixing it.
You didn't say that.
I said I would fix it. All right, boom. You're down. All right. And then she'll kind of look to the other girl. She's going to move cautiously, like so. All right, Chody.
Rage.
Okay. All right, that'll hit for 10.
Yes, sir.
Doing a little bit of work on those knees and also the chest area. She definitely hates you right now. Lucas, you are again directly behind Varn, and the badger is to your right.
Okay, so I'm down on the map this direction, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just save you some trouble. You're going to move at least 10 feet. Ta-da! You have 20 feet left.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Badger's gonna come with me. And I'm going to cure wounds on.
She gets 2 hit points back.
I just want to say, for the record, those unarmed strikes did amazing damage.
Okay, so, and then the badger, do you want to move it in and attack or no?
Yeah, I'll move him here.
Swing.
Nom nom noms.
The badger jumps between Dugat and Talith and slams into the giant's like groin stomach area.
Honey
It starts
badger don't
biting.
forgive 'em.
Starts biting so viciously at its stomach, its head becomes invisible inside of the flesh, and the giant kind of careens back, like just falling backwards with the badger on it, and just lays down, just flat on her back against the wall.
Honey badger, don't give a shit. That's gonna be my turn.
That's going to be enough. You killed it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good job.
Man, you didn't even ask for her surrender. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Varn, it comes to you, and you remember seeing all of the things that you saw. You also see that there's this dead giant, and you don't even know what happened. But then as it snaps back into you, you watch all of the events that just played out in rewind. Like it all reverses back to the moment when you got hit in the head, but you know it all happened. It just is all backwards to you.
It's like, what? You should have told her to surrender. Fucking animals, man. You can't just
The badger
kill
looks,
people.
as you say, fucking animals, man. The badger looks back over its shoulder at you and continues eating the fucking giant.
Hard
To the
no.
badger, not you. You're good.
All right. What do you do immediately after that?
I was gonna say Darna's still down, right?
She's up. She's laying prone, but she's
She has twice as many hit points as Varn.
Well, that's for Darna and that's for Varn.
okay. Darna 5 hit points back, and Barn 8 hit points back as he starts passing up potions. How many do you have left?
I have one.
Okay, and I think Dugat has quite a few as well. So
I have a
I
couple.
have some mystery ones.
yeah, from
Adrian.
Herbifarge. Yeah.
Aaron.
All right, so you guys move into this first chamber, right?
Cautiously.
I pick up my maul.
Okay. You don't draw the great axe.
I will, but I'd like to pick up my maul when we pass by.
So you have it as well. Okay, fair enough.
Yes, I like it.
Does anybody else want to create a light source, or is Darna the only one?
I don't need it, but
Okay. Yeah, I forgot. For some reason, your token didn't have dark vision, so I just re-added it. I think there's a new function that allowed me to change like presets, and for some reason, it's messing with stuff. I'll check it out later. Anyways, you guys move into this first chamber. Inside the first chamber, there's nothing. It's pretty much just a stone chamber. Looks like there's a large whetstone. She might have been kind of, grinding her axe. The battle axe would be a battle axe to her, but to anybody else, it's a great axe if you'd like it. But that's pretty much all she had. There's a door to the north and just rocks to the south.
Varn will take the great axe.
Okay, put a great axe on your character sheet.
Just that way he has one of every axe.
What's that last healing potion for?
did I roll that? I didn't mean to. If I did,
Just the first two then. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do? Speed. Trying to get past the.
Should Varn describe what's ahead?
No, they're all moving past you. Dugat's moving towards the door. Just move yourself towards the door. Like, we know that's where we're going, right?
Yeah.
Right.
What are you doing with the door is the question.
I'm gonna check the door for traps.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
That's weird. There's like one dot right here that blocks line of sight.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. It was just weird. It was cool, but weird because it gave us sundial.
There don't appear to be any traps on the door. In fact, the door actually has a pretty large keyhole to it, if you wanted to inspect through it.
Yeah,
Or climb through it.
No, I'll look through.
Okay. You can see a large stew pot that's sitting on what looks like a columns base, but the columns base looks like it has like a ground top to it that's been filled with wood and has a fire in it. On the opposite wall, you can see that there are a series of crates that are kind of stacked up. You can't really see to the right around that corner, but in the very back right corner, like directly opposite, diagonal from that door, there appears to be a large giantkin kind of standing over the pot, kind of holding a cage down on the pot. It looks like it's burning kind of tiny humanoid-looking creatures.
There seems to be a giant in the next room, boys and ladies. What do you think we should do? Do you want to go through?
Did you say they're demons?
Giant.
Tiny creatures inside of a fire pit, and he's holding a cage. Like, they're inside of a cage, and he's holding them over the fire, holding them over the pot. They're burning.
Okay.
Would I be able to discern, like, if they're halflings or...
Tiny. Smaller than that.
Okay.
They're fae of some kind.
Okay. Who's going first?
Well,
I
I'm a
would
barbarian. Kicking
I
the
would
dough.
Would
All right.
assume you got there.
You kick open the door, and you see the creature kind of like let go of the cage. It kind of falls to the side, and you kind of...
If I
Go
can,
ahead.
it would be a rush. I'm kicking the door, move
Yep.
forward, if that does anything.
Yep, that's fine. Go ahead and start moving towards him. I'll let you to get to him and then roll initiative, but he's still going to be able to grab his lance, his little javelin that he has.
He's going to drop a piece.
Looks like
of
a-
lance.
Like a hot poker.
Okay.
All right. Initiative.
Big money. Come on. Nice.
God, I've been rolling bad.
John, would I still be in rage?
No, you guys stopped and kind of did investigation and
Okay,
stuff.
that's fine.
You don't want to rage on one shots. You want to rage when you know it's something you want to rage against. Just a heads up.
Okay, no worries. Yeah. Kate rolled for AC.
I fixed it.
Yeah. Cool. So it looks like it's faster than you and kind of gets its lance, like its little poker between you and it. And it'll go ahead and try and stab you. That'll hit for 9 points of damage against Dugat. All right. And he kind of like backing into the corner, and it looks like he's got the poker in his left hand, kind of holding you outside. And it looks like he's kind of reaching for one of those crates with the other hand. Darna. All right, so
One too
that'll
many.
miss. Or the first one will hit then. Okay. Chody? Reckless or no? You got to say before. You got to say before you click
it.
it.
It wasn't reckless. I'm
Okay.
not saying it's reckless. I'm letting a regular hit.
Okay. Varn, you're up.
I will advance into the room and pull a hand axe off my belt
Okay, and chuck it into the fray.
and chuck it into him.
See if it hits.
Enjoy.
It hits. All right, Talith. Seems like the fight is full underway.
I will shift as a free action and charge in.
Okay, so you are on shifting.
Yes, I'm shifting.
Your speed increases, does it not?
I believe so.
Hold on. What kind of shifter are you? I forget.
Wild Hunt.
Advantage on wisdom-based checks, saving throws.
No, and just no speed increase.
Yeah. No, that's long stride.
You can get to there. Should be just short of him. Do you want to make an attack with your bow instead of your sword or your axe or hammer? Kristen?
Do I want to attack with my bow?
Yeah, because you can't get into melee range.
Yes, I will attack with my bow.
Okay. That'll miss. Actually, that'll hit. Sorry, I can't read times. All right. Looks like the badger and also its pet. Looks like there's one space, available. So badger will go in.
Badger going. I'm on a hunter's mark and shoot at him with my bow, and Badger gonna chomp at the bit.
Roll a d20.
Oh shit.
Did it break its teeth?
Yeah.
Okay. As it swings in, the giant kind of leans down, then kind of pushes back against the badger with its knee and hip. And when it does so, it sends the badger into the fire.
No.
And the badger kind of careens. Make a dexterity saving throw with your badger.
There we go.
Okay. It'll splash out this way. And it kind of like hits the pot. It doesn't knock the pot over, but it does take half of this damage. 8 fire damage. Or half of 8 is 4. 4 fire damage. So basically it runs in and tries to do what it did to the other one. This guy kind of like booty bumps him to the side. He splashes into the fire pit. Ah! Honey Badger don't give a fuck.
Honey Badger
See,
does
this is why you need an actual dire wolverine, not a miniature dire wolverine.
Lucas do.
Lucas shot.
Yeah, he had a longbow.
Hit.
Longbow.
Did you? Is the hunter's mark already applied in there?
It should be. I don't know why it's.
4 plus 2 minus 1. Yeah, that's right.
Because my dex is shit.
Yep. It's got a javelin. It's gonna poke at Dugat again. 10 more points of damage on Dugat. And then it'll go to Darna. He also manages to get a hold of the crate that he was reaching for. First one hits, second one misses. As you punch his knee harshly with like a sidewinder punch, it kind of like cracks under the weight of him and also from the hits that you've been employing upon it, and blood starts to kind of seep out of his thigh, and he looks just at you. Jody.
As a bonus action, I'm going to take one of Adarin's healing potions and drink it.
As a bonus action, okay. Go ahead and quaff it, and then roll a d100.
Here you go. Do I turn into a tree?
All right. As you drink it, leaves start to kind of spring off of your body, like kind of growing out of your pores. It's really strange. But like your hair starts to kind of fill with like leaves, and so does your just your skin is now covered with like just a light covering of leaves.
I am Groot.
And roll 2d4 plus 2. So you get 5 hit points back. And then you still have an action. Now in your tree form, spin around with the axe and cleft into his hip that just booty bumped the badger. You hear the crack of its pelvis as it kind of falls into the corner, dead.
I want to see what he was cooking.
Okay, so you grab the cage and kind of look at it, and inside you see 3 small, tiny, very tiny creatures. Looks like one of them's still kind of moving, and it kind of looks up at you with bright blue eyes. And as it does so, it starts to sparkle, becomes like a white light, and then it kind of like starts beating itself against the door of the cage.
I'm going to release it.
The second you do, it starts fluttering around you, and you can hear this kind of just tinkling kind of sound, almost musical, and it kind of like lands directly on your head, and you feel this just warmth kind of pass over you. Heal back 10 hit points.
I like
And
these things.
fairy seems to disappear.
Does it say, hey, listen first?
It does not. Oh wait, yes it does. I'm sorry, it does say that.
Cool.
Okay. That's what Chody did immediately after the combat. Chris, what is Lucas doing right after the fight?
I'm gonna check the body of the giant, and then the badger's gonna go over and kind of smell around the boxes there and see if there's anything.
Boxes seem like they're filled with some sort of food. Badger's not sure, but he pushes one over, breaks it open, and inside are like kind of just salted body parts, and it starts kind of gnawing at one. The giant has a pouch on his belt and a javelin. The javelin's quite large sized, so it would count as a spear to anybody else. But it would seem that the pouch that he's got on his belt, if you take it and kind of look into it, it looks like a very large bag filled with spell components and kind of reagents, alchemical bits. It would count as 5 spell components pouches.
I know somebody who could use these.
Okay. Talith, you're standing pretty close to this stack of barrels, but you can definitely see that behind the barrels there appears to be a door. A human-sized door.
I will attempt to move or get around the barrels to the door.
Okay. It's not terribly hard. When you start trying to open the door, though, it seems to be kind of locked. But it seems like the handle and the lock mechanism are covered with rust. Okay.
Can I try to break the door handle?
Make an athletics strength check. Strength athletics, athletic skill check, whatever. Yeah. So you see her kind of like move some barrels as you're kind of looking at the giant body. The batter's going through the box. Darna, what are you doing? Kate?
I don't know.
Okay. And Ian, what's Varn doing?
Varn is going to march up and decanter of endless water on the fire.
Okay. Just all right.
Just a stream, 1 gallon.
You're good. Yeah. He a lot of smoke goes rising up into the open ceiling above you, and he quenches out the fire. And as all that's happening, you fudge with the door, and it opens. And inside, you see a kind of what you can see. It looks like there's a shrine set up on a 3-tiered dais, and there is an object sitting on. There are 2 objects rather sitting on this altar.
Were you talking to me, John?
Talking to Kristen.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You
She
were?
opened a door on the side, and inside you see a shrine, or altar, that's set up on a 3-tiered dais. The floor patterning looks like it's got some finery to it. Sitting on top of the altar, there appear to be 2 objects that you can't identify from here.
I move toward the altar.
Okay. Can you move your token, or no?
Recommend heavily against doing that. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but it's something Varn would do.
Okay. So as you enter into
No thanks.
as you enter into the room, kind of looking at these gleaming things, you can see that there appears to be a strange-looking key with a ruby in a diamond cut, like a square on its side, cut set in the head of the key, and it looks like a strange-looking dagger with a hole in the center of its blade. But as you kind of get to that point, you see the wall start to kind of like strangely light up, and this weird manifestation of a human figure kind of moves out of the wall and starts kind of howling with like a cackling kind of electric scream.
Does anyone else hear it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
If I hear that, I'm going to move in.
It's going to be initiative.
Can we close the door?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Told you it was a bad idea.
How far could I get before we roll initiative, John?
That's fine.
Okay.
It was actually not at all, but I'm going to let you get to there. That's fine.
Do you want me to go back where I was?
It's fine.
We're
whichever.
probably going to want a couple of people to stay in this room. What with the other Virbig coming to investigate the cackling shriek.
These are giants.
Verbeeg. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Verbeeg's a type of giant like ogre. They're just basically short hill giants.
Yeah, they're short, retarded hill giants.
Yeah.
Which says a lot.
Use that term, but right. I suppose you're accurate. Keep rolling initiative, people.
It helps when I actually click on the spot that says initiative, right?
It'll help.
I don't want to say I missed, but I missed. Man, all these people with advantage on initiative. That's insane.
2 rangers.
Ranger.
Insane.
All right.
Well, we're not in a natural setting, though.
Yeah, it's a cave. It's a natural cave.
This is a worked cave.
Well-
It has doors and work stone and everything.
It's not like a building. It's been taken over by nature.
Stop trying to
I'll
make it
allow it.
harder.
In the next place, it might be a bit. Yeah. But anyway, Starna, you hear a shriek, a strange cackling shriek coming from the other room that the tall, strange-looking girl kind of moved through. Okay. Roll another d20.
Was that a 1?
Yeah, sure was.
Then I have lucky.
Oh, right. Then roll it again. Or, yeah, roll it again. That'll hit.
That'll do.
And then your second attack. Okay. So you hit it, but it seems to just kind of like waft against your fists. Like it feels like you're hitting something, but it's not like, it doesn't seem like you're hitting something. You get what I'm saying?
I hit air.
You hit hard air. It doesn't seem to take as much damage from your fists as it would from possibly something else. All right.
I tell
Talith.
people that.
Oh, my fists aren't killing it.
Then you need to fist it harder.
Oh.
Ah. Poor Chody.
What?
What? What? You move in and attack it with your axe. Ah! And since you kind of... No, you didn't really catch it off guard. It popped out at you. That's going to miss. Does anybody want to spend their inspiration?
If I had it.
Is an inspiration like an action point or what?
Inspiration, if you have inspiration, it should be checked with a little ampersand up in the
Yeah,
top
got
left.
him.
You can basically spend it on yourself when you roll or someone else to change their roll to the better roll. It gives them advantage.
Do it.
Well, I think I'm gonna wait for my rolls.
Okay.
Why would I don't understand. I mean,
Because your rolls are going to do half damage.
my rolls are gonna do half damage. I guess I'm not understanding.
So that's a no. All right, moving along. Lucas.
Badger's going to kind of stand over here and guard her ass. And I'm going to move into the room here.
Yep, looks like a weird kind of just malevolent undead.
Yay, I'm tired of fighting undead. And I'm kind of going to mark it and shoot it. I already know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so the arrow goes right through it. Seems to pull a little bit of these weird ectoplasm away with it, but doesn't really seem to stick. Chody. Moves in, kind of steps up on the dais, swings at it and hits, and your axe kind of passes through it, clashes against the stone, and doesn't seem to do as much damage as you were expecting. Even less because you rolled bad. Barn.
It's going to come up this way and climb on top of these boxes, ready to push them on any giant that comes in through here.
Cool. Watching the back, just like the batter. Got it.
Yep.
All right. Spectre is going to go ham on the interloper. So it's going to attack Talith, the person who entered first. 12 misses, right?
That's correct.
right, so it swings wide with its ghostly hand. All right, Darna.
Um.
That'll hit, and same event as last time. Doesn't seem to do as much as you'd like. And next one hits as well. Same situation. Talith. Roll a d20.
Is hers broken? Because she's rolled a lot of ones, man.
You swing with the great axe, and you swing wide, kind of cutting into it, but kind of cutting like not into it. Like you kind of cut towards the ethereal like essence that's kind of emanating from it, not so much it. And your swing's so wide, it actually hits into Dugad. Just a very no, actually it wouldn't. Sorry, you didn't roll low enough. It swings wide. It almost hits Dugad. All right, Sir Lucas. Your arrow hits it, and yeah, good job,
Yeah.
Jody.
Oh, my badger's gonna move into this little corridor here.
You hit it so hard, but it doesn't seem to kill it, Jody. It kind of passes right through it again. Still waiting with the boxes, right?
Which way did the badger go? Like it was here, and then it just vanished.
It moved.
Did it go
moved
up,
north,
or did it move back?
northwest.
Yeah, there's
West,
a little
okay.
corridor. Yeah.
Okay. I will stay here, and I shall shout. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries in giant.
All right. Gonna go ahead and smash on Talith again. Actually, nope. Turning my attention. I'm gonna hit Dugad. It's the only one that's actually done a decent amount of damage to me, despite being terrible. That'll hit, right?
Yeah.
The con save is actually different. I don't know why it's saying 10. Hold on, let me double check. Actually, no, it is 10. Roll a con save. Yep, you succeed. So just take 11 necrotic. All right, Darna. Kung Fu, the legend continues. Hit, or miss on the second one. The first one will kill it, though. You kind of punch into it with a flurry of hatred, and it kind of just poof dissipates, just all over the place. Poof. And the three of you kind of have this strange goo kind of lobbed upon you as it's defeated.
Oh, Ghostbusters.
Seems to be ectoplasm, yeah. All right. So starting with Kate, 'cause she was the one who terminated it. What do you do?
I look around in the room to see if there's anything.
So just the dais with the two items on it. Looks like a key with a ruby head and a dagger with a hole in the center of the blade. Like at the hilt. The hilt guard has a hole in it.
I grab them both.
All right. She walks up, snatches them both up. Cool. Then what happens?
I look at the dagger.
Yep, it's a pretty cool looking dagger. Yeah, it's a cool looking dagger. Varn, as you yell out, Lucas, go back to where you were. I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry.
As you kind of yell out that thing, you hear back in Giant, "No, it's mine. You can't have it." Now you guys can free move if you'd like.
Yay! All right.
I'll shout in Giant back up there again. I called dibs.
Who are you? I don't know who you are. You don't
I'm the
sound
guy
like
who
no
took
one I
all
know.
your food.
I don't need food.
Then I'll eat it all myself.
Fine, have it. You can have it. I don't care. I don't want it.
John, is there a door over here?
Yeah, there's a door to this house.
Can I open that?
It seems
wouldn't
to
do
be locked from the inside, so you can definitely open it if you like.
I'd like to open it.
Okay. When you open it, you see a bunch of spider webs, and you can kind of feel like there's something on the other side. If you were to step forward, you might be able to see something. There's something looming in the center of that room. Stepping forward, you see a giant sitting on an old bone throne, and he's got a strange metal pipe in his ear, and he's holding a big, just gnarled-looking branch. As you kind of see him, he kind of looks over at you with a grizzled kind of look, and what you also see descending down from the ceiling of this room is a very large spider.
I am
It's the sky spider?
Step
He-
back out of the room.
He says in comment to you, "You came out of the room?"
Yes. How are you in here? How did-
Oh, I came around the room. How did you go into the... Wait, did you come from the room?
Yes, we came from where I just opened the door.
Oh. Oh. And he seems to be holding the head with the pipe. His head, so the ear with the pipe is kind of directed towards you. Oh. What was in there?
A very scary beast that we had to defeat to get to you. Do you need help? Are you trapped?
No. No, I'm not trapped. This is my home. What happened to my brethren?
We haven't seen. No, I'm not gonna say. They were in the other room. They attacked us. We had to defend ourselves.
Oh. It's probably Murkoth. He keeps leading the tribe in the wrong way.
They seem to be attacking the people in the area. Are you not with them? Are you not working with them?
They feed me. I once was great. Once I fought the tribes of orcs with this, and he kind of raises up the wood. I would defeat them. I would kill them. But now he fights people who do not fight. He fights people who do not scream for war. He fights people who are not very good tasting. You would taste good. I would fight with you if I were young, but I am not young now. But Murkoth, he fight those who are easy to fight. And he starts petting the spider.
It sounds like Murkoff needs to be stopped.
No, Murkoth never pass stream no more. He only take the shiny that the others bring back. Murkoth, only one they listen to now. No listen to Char.
Well, I think we're gonna have to go talk to Murkoff then.
You should do that. Or he points at himself and it's just, do you mean me?
No, we will talk to him. You seem to be resting.
Oh, is my daughter fine?
I don't know who your daughter is.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna say, rest, friend. We're going to move along. I'm sorry for bothering you.
Okay.
Walk out and close that door.
All right. You can lock it again too if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm not coming out. This is mine. It's all mine.
Well,
Bring
good,
me
because
my-
I have all the shinies.
I have all the shinies.
Then what do I have? I have all of the shinies.
You literally
All
hear him
shinies are
turn
mine.
his head, and then turn his head back and yell, "Nope, I still have them."
Then what do I have? These are shinies.
Bring them to me then.
No, you bring them to me.
No. No.
Can I discern which direction that voice is coming from?
Around the corner to the right.
And while we're
Okay.
doing this, I'm gonna also drink one of the normal potions.
Okay. You're still covered in leaves, by the way.
Sweet.
No one's gonna tell Varn that you guys had that nice discussion with.
The giant probably would have said something along the lines of, "You are strong. You look like you would be good to eat if you weren't a tree. I don't eat vegetables."
This thing is doing ones like crazy today. I think
Loves
they
you
broke-
guys.
I think they broke D20.
Lucas, you can kind of see, if you go around the corner there, you'll see that there's kind of a river or stream, underground stream here. It seems to be kind of flowing downward. It
Seems
cuts,
to be working fine.
It cuts through the rock on the north side and comes out probably about 3 or 4 feet above the water line, and then flows southeast out another hole in the rock that only has like maybe a foot clearance. Looks like the water itself cut its own way. On the opposite side, there's like a small island in the back corner, and there is a hill giant sitting over there. Looks like he is looming over a couple of a chest and a big pile of coins. And he looks over at you as you kind of come around, assuming you are not stealthing. Are you stealthing? Sneaking?
No, I have.
Yeah. He sees you and he goes, "Hey, who are you? Where are the others? Why have they not brought me my coins?"
What others?
The tribe.
Oh, I don't know. I'm totally unsure of where your tribe is. I came to this cave thinking that I would find some fresh water.
Roll a deception check, because that's obviously not what happened.
Shh. Said deception?
Deception.
Deception.
You're a liar. You killed them. Probably. Stay away from me. Murkoff, no like you.
I kind of I reach into my pocket or like my pouch and I pull a coin, a gold piece, and try to kind of lure him over.
He looks at you. No. Get out of here.
Why do you think I should leave?
Because Murkoff no like you. You killed his friends, probably.
What? What are you protecting?
Get out of here. And he kind of like starts waving this tree around.
You know, I'm just gonna pull out my bow and shoot him in the face.
All right. As you kind of start drawing the bow, he looks like he kind of holds himself down a bit and holds the tree out in front of him. Looks like he's being defensive. So do me a favor on your character sheet. You should be able to roll 2. You should definitely be rolling 2. I've noticed you haven't been so far.
Rolling 2.
Let me fix you.
Okay.
Okay. Now roll. If you're attacking. So you take the lower of the 2. He catches the arrow with his tree trunk and laughs. Ha ha ha! You no kill Murkoff with that toonie. All right.
I kind of yell back to the group, "Hey, I've got another giant over here, guys."
All right.
Chody, you would have seen that that's a cliff upwards. Looks like it leads into about a 5-foot height. Giants probably couldn't have crawled in there, whatever it is.
Noted. But my teammate said he had giants over here, so I would have left it.
Varn is going to advance when he has the chance to.
Yeah, move around, man. I said it's free game. Do you? It smells disgusting, Kate. It smells like where giants would sleep.
Yeah, where giants would sleep. That's what they've been doing in these rugs.
The northernmost one has like a bunch of small, tiny sized spiders. They're actually the size of about a fist. So they're pretty big, but it looks like they're childlike for spider lookers. Looks like they're kind of growing giant spiders. He kind of looks over at you guys. Ah, you definitely killed him. I knew it. You have friends. Ah,
I didn't say I didn't.
ah. I can't believe you. Get out of here. Why? We did nothing to you.
You've been killing friends of my friends.
Murkoff looks at you. Ah, you are friends of puny weaklings. Ah. As you guys are saying, or like talking, you guys hear a distortion. You can hear like the ground kind of like stomping. You can feel the stone kind of shaking. And from the south side of the cavern, near the river, you see a big old giant with a pipe in his ear and big old stick. And just over his head, on the ceiling above him, is a big ass spider. Char, what are you doing? Why have you come out? We feel you. And he says in giant, Char, so only the dwarf can understand. You are dishonorable. Why have you attacked puny people? I've told you 1,000 times they would come for us. If you attack the weak, the strong come. The other one looks at him. And Varn, you can see that there's definitely a power struggle here between these two giants.
All right. So the new one, Char. I'll call to him. Lord Ashbraid. I am Lord Ashbraid. I call for arms. Will you join me?
Murkoff, you know what you have done. You can no longer stay there on your island. You must face the punishment that comes when you cause problems for the tribe, and you cause our friends and our family to die. My daughter is probably dead, and it is your fault. Murkoff looks kind of sad and depressed, and he looks like he's having this inner struggle. He goes, "No!" And then he throws the log over at Ian. Roll a d20. At Char. It kind of hits the water, though. It doesn't quite make it all the way. And the second this happens, Char is like a bolt of action, just old man motion. He rushes into the water, which is about 10 feet deep, but it doesn't seem to stop him. He's about 18 feet tall, and he kind of rushes out into the water, grabs Murkoff, and pulls him into the water with him, and starts pushing him under the surface. Does anybody do anything while this struggle's happening?
I want to move in to help since if I recognized his voice. I can't see it going on right now.
Well, you move out there and you see that Char seems to have it under control and is some other creature that you haven't seen is being strangled under the water.
Okay, then I'm just going to put my axe to my side and watch proudly, I guess.
About a minute passes and he lets the body up and throws it onto the shore over here, and he looks to you all and he says, I cannot bring back those that you have killed, as you cannot bring back those that have been killed. The only gift I can give you is this treasure that this greedy giant took. And he picks it up, kind of like scoops up all the coin and puts it in the box, and then walks over and sets it on the ground in front of you.
I want to...
And he looks to you.
Like a warrior and basically and say that was a very honorable thing you did, and it shows that a warrior, even though he ages, does not lose his heart. And just kind of give him a bow or a nod.
He kind of nods his head. Oh, yeah. I stay here until my days end. Oh, I would hope that you, as friend, would tell those nearby who are weak, the small ones near here that I am friend, and if they seek a friend, to come and speak with Char.
I'll let him know. You have my word as a warrior. I will make sure that everyone knows your tale here.
He nods his head. Thank you. I am tired now. I must rest. And he walks away from you guys, heading back to his lair. The spider remains where it's at, though, watching you guys with 8 or 10 eyes.
Don't move on the spider. It's his pet. He seems to not be a threat.
But yeah, he hands you a bunch of coin and a box. The box is too heavy for you guys to carry, but if you open it up and take the loot out,
I can't
How
carry
heavy
the
is
box.
too heavy to carry, John?
it's cumbersome. Like the box just wouldn't be easy to walk with unless you had 2 people carrying it. It's long and it's not expensive. It's made out of wood. It's like a crate, really, with a lid. But if you take the contents out, like I was saying, Ian roll 5d20. Let's see. Chris roll 3d10, and Chody roll a d100.
So you need me to roll 3d10 for John?
As Char moves off, may
Yes, 3d10.
I would say watch over you and guide your steps.
He nods back at you as he continues on to go rest his weary old head.
I've just rolled 5 ones in a row. I think there's really something wrong with this rolling system.
So you have a total of 352 copper pieces, 45 gold pieces, and 18 electrum pieces. You also find
How much is
a total of 5 pieces of round, smooth jade. Ian, go ahead and roll a history check. You have double your proficiency bonus for the check.
Yep. History check.
You don't know how much
and
they're worth.
That did not have. It should be a 10. It
Okay,
didn't do double bonus.
they're probably worth about 50 gold pieces a piece. The orbs made out of jade. There's 5 of them total. All right, is that what I said?
Are they orbs or are they spheres?
Spheres. Like they're not hollow. They're like just basically like think of a pool ball. That's about the size. They're made out of jade.
Okay. You said about 50 each.
About 50 a piece. Yeah.
You said how much gold did we get?
45.
45 guilders.
So that's going to be 9 gold apiece.
Yep.
That's
And
about 3 electrum apiece.
correct. There's also a really fine-looking longsword and scabbard set within, with an elvish-looking sword guard and interesting-looking, kind of perfectly geometrical-shaped pommel.
This doesn't look familiar to me, does it?
It does not. It does look nice, though. It does look like a really nice longsword. And then, last but not least, there's a single red feather in the box, and that is it.
Does anyone want to call dibs on the longsword?
I do.
Okay. What about this feather?
I will take hold of it until we find out what it does.
Okay, what do we want to do about those rubies then? Because you have the rubies and the feather now.
Not rubies.
The jade.
stones.
The jade stone.
Okay.
Probably
Anything
split
that
them
can
out
be used
one
by.
per. To be fair, the jade stones are probably passed out 1 to each person. One person gets 1, goes 5.
Yeah. Now you said the other giant, who was this Char? Who is this down here? That's dead.
That's Murkoff, the dead
Murkoff.
one.
Okay.
Dead.
Can we get to his body?
It looks like he doesn't really have anything on him. Looks like all of the things that were worth anything he was keeping hoarded in that pile.
Okay.
He's wearing old leathers, and it looks like he's laying next to where his club would have hit.
That didn't mean anything. I was just curious.
Yep. If you were gonna roll another one, no.
I mean, I rolled 5 in a row from
It's okay.
doing the thing. I'm like,
no.
what?
Sorry.
So the longsword, when you draw it, it has kind of like a shimmer to it, just like your old sword did. But it appears to have a different house symbol on it. Roll a history check. Yeah, that's decent enough. You actually recognize the house. It appears to be House Lavestein, which was formerly the house that ruled over the town of Hilton before it was bought out by Lord Anton Haverhill, formerly Lord Anton Ankenbrand.
Does anyone want copper at all? Or am I just taking all the pennies back to Lord Haverhill?
I would take all the pennies back to Lord Haverhill.
Okay.
Use it as payment for later.
Okay, so the only place that you haven't explored in here, in earnest, is the passageway up into the cave. Just trying to move us along.
Okay. And I'll take the 3 extra staters also with me to Haverhill then?
Sure.
To Electrum?
Yeah, I know what they are. You think I don't know my own damn currency?
I was talking to everyone else, John.
Fair
I know
enough.
you know what they are.
What are they worth?
They're
half
5 silver apiece.
Half a gold.
Okay, I'll get rid of them then. You can take them to Haverhill, I guess.
But they were splitting the 15, 3 to each person,
That's
and then
what
he was
I said.
taking the extra 3 and giving them to Haverhill. Yeah,
Oh, okay, then I'll keep my 3, I guess.
yeah, because it was too much. There was excess to split. Are you guys going up into the other portion of the cave here?
I'll
Yes.
start heading that way.
All right. Go ahead and move yourself that way, and I'll explain what you see as you kind of get to it. I don't know where you're going. You're going the wrong
No.
way.
My thing's lagging out a little bit.
You see worked stone here, Dugat. It looks like a murder hole. It would seem that this was a some sort of bastion, some sort of keep that rock has kind of fallen on top of. Vegetation has kind of grown up above, but it looks like this is kind of a murder hole down. So you don't know if the keep was behind you or if it's directly in front of you. You're not 100% sure. But it looks like there's a broken old door made out of a very kind of grayish looking wood set there in the corner. And it looks like there are bones kind of spattered about, possibly remains from the giants just discard.
Survival wise, can I see if anyone's been through here lately?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You're pretty sure that this place has been undisturbed for quite some time. All right. You see that there's a series of staircases down that lead into kind of an open chamber. I'm pretty sure that you can see the large boulder in the center of the room there.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you move down that way, you would see that there is a very large, almost perfectly spherical boulder sitting on top of what looks like a hole. You cannot see into the hole. It looks like the spherical boulder is placed so perfectly that it's closed the hole off entirely.
They mentioned that a green dragon lived here once, and that boulder's covering something up.
Could we try to move the boulder?
Sure we can if we're ready to fight a dragon, maybe.
All right. So how many people in the party do you have that have strength scores worth my time paying attention to? I know
Varn.
Dugat has an 18, right?
I have a 17, sir.
17. Okay, that's fine. And then 19 from Varn. What does Darna have? I'm pretty sure she's the next strongest.
A 9.
Oh God, I was wrong. You rolled bad on strength.
I'm Dex.
You rolled great on everything else. I just thought you had great strength. So this party,
I have a 12. I don't know if that's going to matter.
yeah. So if the 2 rangers and then the dwarf and the rest You guys can definitely try. What I'll need is athletics checks from the lot of you. So that would be everybody but Darna. And you'll have advantage for the athletics check because it's kind of an immobile thing that you're trying at. So far so good. I just need one from...
And a straight strength check. Athletics check.
Athletics check. You rolled a strength check, so roll athletics. Okay, that's better. After about a half an hour of struggling and kind of pushing and heaving and hawing, etc., you guys managed to push the stone, not this way, sorry, this way. And it seems that it leads down, a series of steps leads down into the earth.
Would I be able to see down in?
Yeah, looks like it leads to a landing and then switches back, I think. Hold on, let me double check.
There's a switchback.
No, it goes straight down. It looks like it leads into like just a small room.
Can we see how far down it is?
20 feet. It's a 20 feet descent.
Anybody have any rope?
Varn doesn't,
It's
in
stairs,
fact, have
man.
50 feet of rope. How do you not have rope?
It's stairs, he said.
There's stairs.
Oh, there's stairs.
We just walk
Okay.
down them.
Walk down. I'm gonna walk down. I don't
All
know
right.
what you guys are
Don't
doing.
move.
Varn needs to do something before people start descending the stairs.
The first two down the steps.
I would go. I would be in
I would-
front.
Probably next to him.
So the girls in the back line, Badger and the dwarf in the second line, Lucas and Dugat in the front line.
John?
Yeah.
Varn needs to do something before people descend the stairs.
What's he doing?
He's placing 4 pittons at the base of the boulder, and then he's wrapping rope around it and anchoring it back here
Anchoring it back where?
at this corner.
Oh, so you're moving it away from the hole.
So that
And
way it
setting
can't
it
just
so it can't be pushed back onto it. Got it. Perfect. Smart lad. Okay. And then you descend down, right?
Yes.
You should be able to see kind of the bottom middle.
Yep.
As you kind of descend down into the darkness, Dugat, you see that it forks off to the right, or kind of like dog legs off to the right, rather. Your right, the screen's left. And then there's a door on your character's left. The door seems to have a whole bunch of markings and drawings kind of etched into the stonework of it. It seems to be stone reinforced with some sort of metal. And it looks like the door on the opposite side is the same, but the wall that you're currently looking at, this south wall, is just a bas-relief of just such ornate glory and design. It's breathtaking. So breathtaking, I haven't drawn it ever, and it looks really cool. Ha ha ha!
Would I be able to discern anything from the relief?
Go ahead and roll a history check. Yeah, so it seems to be a tale about a kind of an old Vazriel legend. So the Vazriel were human tribes that ruled over Parnak before Parnak was Parnak, and they each kind of had their own deity that they worshipped. The ancestors of what are now today known as Parnans were known as the Aeten, and they were kind of like Vazriel, except that they worshipped not some random monsters like dragons or hydras or whatever as their deities. They actually worshipped elves. And it would seem that this bas-relief is telling a story of this Aeten tribe that defeated a large green dragon that was worshipped by other Vazriel. Some of the markings on it are in the Vazriel tongue. There are other markings in Elvish. It just seems to be that the writing isn't so much for like telling a tale, and so much as drawing a picture.
Okay.
And the doors, their bas reliefs show this elvish sentry, this very strange kind of guardian. The drawing seems to be a woman with her left hand up over her head, and in her right hand she's holding the blade of a sword. Her left hand, or her hand over her head, seems to be kind of reaching for the handle of the sword. It's a very kind of graceful kind of gesture, but with your history roll, you would know that the old elvish folks who ruled under the Lachey, Talvi Madramic, who is the goddess of winter in a religious aspect, or kind of a hunter or warrior tribe that mastered the art of the sword. And according to Parnan tradition, the sword was created by these elves. So it would seem that these two doors have this emblazoned on the doors.
Okay.
I'm going to put my hand on this door right here and just kind of feel if I can see any light or feel any movement or vibrations or anything.
Seamless. The door has no vibration, but it has an energy to it that you can kind of feel coursing through your body as you touch it. It's kind of just a warm feeling, but not like warm temperature-wise. I mean, warm like fuzzy feelings.
Like happy fuzzy feelings?
Like happy fuzzy feelings.
Does it feel like when the little thing touched me? Fairy thing?
Kinda, but not. It doesn't heal you.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that type of a feel.
Yeah, kinda.
If I were to do can I use detect magic on the door?
If you have the spell detect magic, yeah, you can cast it.
Yeah, I do.
Sure. The door does not glow magical. The door seems to be just simple, but there's a layer about the door, the portal that the door is set inside, that seems to glow. Aura-wise, it would be... It's got an orange glow. Very, very bright, unmistakably orange glow.
I'm guessing if I push on it, it doesn't move at all.
It's locked.
Perhaps that key from earlier would unlock it?
Is there a keyhole?
There is a keyhole in the center of the door that seems to have both doorknobs kind of on the outside of it.
I'd try the key.
You put the key in the hole, you turn the key unlocks the door. The door handles now kind of move freely in their setting if you want to open them.
Let's open the door, guys. Seems like we have the key for it, so might as well.
All right. When you open the door, you can see that the room beyond has a glow to it. It looks like there are torches lit in sconces, and they seem to be kind of burning with a glow that's kind of unnatural. You also see that there are 4 statues, from what you can kind of see. There's one in each corner of the room, and there's a column that kind of goes from the ceiling to the floor in the center of the room. Around that, kind of built around that column, is a rug that seems to outline the tracings of the moon, and the column itself has kind of like a starburst pattern around it. Is anybody stepping through the door?
I'm going to send Honey through the door.
Okay. The second it crosses through the door, it kind of just lays down on the ground and starts kind of rolling around on the ground. It looks like it's kind of content. It's not really doing anything. It doesn't follow any of your commands unless your commands are return.
Anybody else want to go in?
I will enter.
8 moves in. So does Tal if the girls move in. As you pass through the door, you kind of have this strange feeling kind of wash over you. It just feels like everything changes. Like the temperature changes to a perfect, nice 70 degrees. The hallway behind you was like maybe 50 degrees, a little cold under the stone. The temperature changes. The smell of the room has kind of like a floral scent. And it just feels just different here. What do you do?
So I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna take a look at these statues, or at least this one right here in the corner.
Okay. The statues appear to be of elvish knights or elvish warriors, and each one has a sword kind of drawn up to the air, held out in front of them. The looks of these faces are so detailed, they look like they are literally people cast in stone. And it doesn't seem there are any blemishes about them. The stone looks chipped beneath you, but the statues look like they're in perfect order.
Okay. Do I if I were to look at the column in the center, do I notice anything about it?
The column is perfectly white. It seems to be made out of marble. It goes from ceiling to, or from floor to ceiling, and it has no markings about it other than the veining that comes naturally in white marble.
Okay. And is this a door up here?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'll go check the door.
Okay. Do you check to see if it's locked?
Yeah.
The second your hand touches the doorknob, the column in the center of the room starts kind of just melting like wax until nothing remains besides a woman's form. And the woman's form seems to be holding a sword and dressed in elvish finery.
Now, is it? Oh shit.
As she manifests, she pulls the sword from her left hand with her right hand and lowers the point so it is pointing straight at Dugat. Roll initiative.
I didn't do nothing.
Hey, John, real quick. The sword I picked up, am I able to tell that it was a magical sword like mine?
Yeah, make a history check though for me real quick. Because you did get a good one last time. I'll give you a freebie on this. Yeah, so you're pretty certain that the guardian that's been set before you. Were you one of the people that fought the strange armor in the mines?
Yes, sir.
That was of human make. Elves were exceptionally skilled at the creation of golems and constructs. This one looks thousands of times more potent than the one you fought in that chamber.
Guys, I suggest we leave.
Lucas.
I'm going to go back to the entrance of the room. Yep.
Okay. Barn.
And closes door and puts halberd across door handles so they can't open it.
Your people, you close the door and lock it.
Now I'll stand here and urge people to get out of the room.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you this one time. From here on in, if you say a thing like that that's retarded, it happens. Because I don't want to play the game like it's a funny joke, but it's really not. So just
ready action to attack if it gets.
Thank you. I love you. You're the best. Darn, go. Gosh. Okay. You retreat out. Are you doing anything with your action?
I'm readying an action if she comes through this door. To punch her.
Okay. Talith. Oh, also when you exit the room, the opposite of the feeling that you felt when you entered happens.
Has she done anything?
No.
No, she has not acted yet. But it's
Never
not-
trust an elf.
It's not gonna be good.
It seems to actually have humanoid ears.
Then I will ready my short bow and move in closer.
To it, or okay. Jody.
I'm going to. Does it look? You said it's manifesting. It actually comes to life.
Oh yeah, no, it's pointing its sword at you. Like its
Okay.
its sword is like probably a foot away from your face.
I'm going to actually lower my axe and kneel down and say, "We mean you no harm by coming here,"
Okay.
and hope I don't die.
Yep. So it's going to step here. Rather here, I mean to say. Down from the column post.
No.
And she lowers her blade in a very quick strike at Lucas. Hold on a second. First attack. Average is 10. Let's see. Hold on. Let me double check. Average is okay. So, yep. That much damage shouldn't be enough to kill you.
I don't.
Should be
have
enough to lay you
it
low.
come up.
What's that? Oh, I
I
did.
didn't-
Oh, okay. I see. The macro's on my side.
Okay.
I didn't put it out of whisper. I apologize. It crit and dealt 31 points of damage, so it doesn't outright kill you. If you don't believe me, you can check the Twitch.
No, you're fine. You said 31, right?
Uh huh.
Okay.
It's so you'll be at 0. There's no negatives. And then with its second attack, it will go ahead and move against Lucas. High or low? Chris, pick high or low.
High.
Okay, I'm just looking at Dugod. Take 20 points of damage.
I'm dead.
Dying.
Dying. You're not dead.
Okay. Lucas, does saving throw.
Where's that at? Nope.
One failure.
Yeah.
Barn,
Okay.
do you think you might be able to reach over with your halberd and grab a hold of Lucas's cloak and drag him out of the room, if that were something you were wanting to do?
I'm thinking I should have actually closed and barred the door, but
Some
Yeah,
DM called me a
let's-
jerk for it.
yeah, so, some other group of people decided to, hey, let's stay in the contented room where it will totally not murder you. I'll drag Lucas back through the doorway using the halberd.
It'd be like
Perfect.
standing outside the room and yelling. things,
Tempted
wouldn't
to
it?
use the pick on the back of the halberd to just thunk and drag him in like a chunk of ice, but
No. You reach
He
over,
probably-
grab.
he probably
Grab him
wouldn't
and grab him.
appreciate that.
All right. The little guy will move past to just kind of like sneaking away as you do so. Okay. Darna.
Ready in action. If she comes out close enough, I will try to punch her.
Okay. Talith, it's entered into kind of your threatened zone, and it looks like it's knocked two of the hardier fellows in your group down with a single strike apiece. If you want to get away from it and do only that, you can take the disengage action and retreat back into the hallway. Or if you have something else you have planned, you can do that too.
Am I too close to try to hit her with my bow and arrow?
If you fire your bow and arrow in that proximity, you'll have disadvantage.
And is she taking damage from anything besides magic?
She hasn't been touched at all, and you don't know exactly what her vulnerabilities are. So
Oh shit.
Yeah, no one's attacked her.
she has not been attacked. The only thing that's happened is Lucas ran towards the door. Some other people kind of moved out, and then you moved in. She stepped in and then said, "No, Lucas, no, die."
Yeah.
She didn't say anything.
As soon as it
She did
started
it silently.
manifesting, Lucas is like, "Oh shit, nope." I've seen this movie
Okay,
before.
so you're disengaging, correct?
Yes.
So you escape. All right. Chody, death saving throw. Okay. As you guys all step out of the door, the column kind of just moves back into its square, and the door shuts. And the last thing that you can see is like the milky white of it kind of returning back into column state.
And Lucas getting cut in half by the door.
No, you pulled them out enough.
Okay.
And they opened inwards, not outwards. So they're actually going to slam him back into your chamber. Okay, so since we still have a dying member, 19, Lucas, you death saving throw. It's 2 failures.
Shit.
Varn.
I would medicine him at my -1 with no proficiency, but I think someone else should do that.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a healing potion?
I do not.
Okay.
Not even a little bit.
All
I
right.
have a
a
healing potion.
I have a decanter of endless water,
Fair enough.
and he's currently in inanimate object, right? So I can blast him across the room if I need to.
No. All right,
Because he weighs less than
Darna.
200 pounds.
Darna, what do you said you had a healing potion?
So
Yeah.
did he just blast him
One of
across
those-
the room with the water
Yeah, no,
since he said he was going to do it?
not at all.
No, I said I could.
Hmm.
Darna, if you're going to use a healing potion, it's standard action to force him to quaff, and he 2d4 plus 2. And is this one of the weird ones?
Yeah.
Roll a d100.
What were the first 2 rolls you said?
2d4 plus 2.
I can get it for you if you want. Nice.
And then a d100. All right. He as he drinks it, as you force him to quaff it, he actually shrinks down to halfling size.
Yes.
Awesome.
Ah. That's exactly what Jenna said. Ha ha ha.
Ah, Talon. Real quick question: who had the key?
Me.
I was about to say if Jody had the key.
Bye, Jody.
Oh, the door's locked.
I
Uh-oh.
could roll a 20.
You can stabilize, rest for a long time, and get back up. Yeah, to your knowledge, you haven't been cut in half yet. Talon, what are you doing?
I'm walking in a different direction.
All right, there's another door on the other side. And there's a stairway up. Back up the stairs. Fuck this shit. Jody, death saving throw.
God damn it, Varn, get back here.
Fear and a success. All right, Lucas, you're conscious.
You said that was a failure?
Yeah, it was.
All right, cool. So
am
one
I
failure, one
conscious?
success.
Yeah, you have 10 hit points. She forced you to drink that
okay.
potion, and now you're small sized.
Yay! Where's he's half orc.
As far as things go, you are halved in all of your dimensions. You weigh 1/8 normally what you normally weigh. All of your gear is resized. All of your damage from weapons does 1d4 less.
Ugh! What happened?
You were shrunk.
Where's the half orc?
He's in the room.
Pointing toward the door.
I'm not going back in there.
Varn.
I'll reach my hand back for the key.
Okay, so he looks like he's reaching for the key. Kate, if you want to hand it to him or not, your call.
I will.
All right, you have the key in your turn. You go, you unlock the door, you walk back in, right?
Step in.
The column is the column, and Dugat is laying there bleeding. Like he's got a large gash just across his chest. If he survives this, he'll probably have a Sagat scar.
I'll grab him and drag him out of the room.
Okay. You probably just want to. Okay. You drag him to right about there. Yeah, that's fine.
Wait. The important part, I drag him by his feet out of the room.
Yeah. Okay. Do me a favor. Just make a athletics strength check for me, because you're kind of just do it. Okay. Yeah, you managed to keep him right side up and not spinning and not twisting, so his wound scrapes against the stone or anything. You keep him.
Oh,
Stone
can I
No, but
roll
yeah.
that again, John?
Even still, if you were dragging against the wound, it would be bad. Can I roll it again, John, so I can get it wrong? Fucking Ian.
I'm sure I can get a 1 on this.
If I try hard enough. Okay, Darna, it's your up. It looks like he's back in, and you still have a potion, right?
I have 2 potions left. I will give him 1.
Okay. The second you get through the door, by the way, the door does shut back, closed.
Okay.
And
out of
roll
the way.
2d4 plus 2. Yep, and then roll a d100.
Is he a double tree man?
Wait, am I?
I sprout more leaves.
Am I?
He actually puts down roots this time.
Yeah, no, he really does. Like, he is literally, his head looks like the top of a tree, and his skin is just covered in leaves. Like, he is a bush. He is a wandering shrub. So you got a small person and a tree.
Can I climb the tree?
Absolutely. 100%. That is a thing that can happen.
Me and the badger are gonna climb the tree.
Can he still move around?
Yes. Yes. It
So
doesn't.
you would have to allow them to climb him.
Yeah. I mean, are you going to stop the little nobleman from climbing you?
I'm going
Jody?
to take another potion and drink it, a normal one.
A normal one. Okay. So it would seem that the guardian of this place is outside of your abilities. There is another door.
I have an idea. We open the doors, me and Dugat charge the pillar and knock it over, and then we go to the other door.
Yeah, that pillar literally runs from floor to ceiling. I don't think you're gonna knock
She's
it over.
about 15 feet tall. The ceiling is about 18 feet tall. She's standing on a column that's about a foot high. Yeah, she steps down. The column does, but when she forms from it, she's a little shorter.
Okay.
So what do we do in this other door, if anything?
Does anybody want to open it?
Sure.
At least see what's in there. I'm not going in. I'm just saying.
Varn will open the door.
Okay. You have the key, so absolutely. When you open the door, you see this room is lit as well. And it looks like there's a wooden table And sitting on the wooden table is a key and a sword. The sword looks like it's made out of black metal.
Lucas kind of, just
Varn will approach.
makes a noise.
What's this?
Go ahead and step. That looks like another statue, just like in the other rooms.
Be careful.
You see around the corner there, it looks like a column that goes from floor to ceiling.
Oh God, Jesus.
White marble.
I have a good feeling about this one.
A good feeling about this one?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
I have a good feeling about this one. Dugat, come give me a hand.
He's away from the computer.
He's away from the computer. He can't. What are you doing, Varn?
Is
Do
there
you
a
reach over?
feeling that you feel when you step through this doorway?
Yeah. So basically, it's 70 degrees. Feels nice. Wonderful, wonderful. Yep.
And I will inspect this door without touching it.
Okay. It looks like exactly kind of like the doors that you saw in the other chamber,
I didn't
except that
see the doors in the other chamber, John.
no, not in the other chamber. In the one that you started off in,
Oh.
where it showed the column lady in the center, kind of etched into it. Except that these women are holding their hands close to their chest area, and it seems like there's a drawing of a sun pattern in between their hands.
Oh.
And upon closer inspection, it looks like they're crying.
That's never a good sign. Ooh, I have history trained, John. Can I go over my
You can
thoughts
try.
about anything?
So it would seem that these cardinals that they have, these guardians that they have here, they seem to be kind of pushing forward a warding magic, a strange kind of energy to them. And even as you kind of look it over, you understand that it's something arcane, not so much historic. The other thing you notice too is as you're kind of looking over the door, there's that strange energy that you feel as you entered into the chamber, but the doors seem to have kind of like an electricity to them. Like the hairs on your arm and the hairs on your whiskers and such are kind of standing up on end. You feel like you are kind of close to something that is shockingly energetic.
Okay. If only I had more rope.
They also have the same kind of keyhole handle that the doors on the other side did. In hindsight, Lucas, so did the one that you tried to open back on the other side. But you don't. You're not sure if you have the key or if the key is somewhere nearby.
Yeah, if this is the key or if the one on the table is the key. That is the
Correct.
question.
I'm gonna yell for Varn to step out of the room, or at least get close to the door.
I will step back and back,
Mm-hmm.
and I will reach back. And man, I really want to pick up the key, but I think that triggers it.
Let me send my badger.
I will lift your badger and put it up on the table and point to the
Okay.
key, and then hold up 3 fingers.
The badger kind of steps over the sword and starts molesting the key, trying to get it up in its mouth, and it gets the key up in its mouth, and it moves its head around and kind of just like holds it up and drops it into the dwarf's hand. Do you have a key in your hand?
I didn't want the key in my hand. I wanted it to take the key out of the room while I grabbed the sword and run out of the room.
That didn't happen. It dropped the key in your hand. Nothing happens. Except that there's a key in your hand, slightly covered in badger saliva.
Okay, the badger's gonna kind of nudge the sword over to...
Nudges the sword over a bit. If you reach over and grab it and kind of like start to make a dart, you would notice that the second the sword enters your hand, nothing changes.
Okay.
You have
Okay.
a sword in your hand.
All right.
It has a very heavy weight to it. It's heavier than most weapons of this variety that you've seen, but it definitely looks like the edge is the purest edge you've ever seen in your life. It looks like it is adamantine,
Yay!
that has been forged by elves.
I know a guy.
So
I know
it's
a
crap.
guy. No. It's amazing is what it is.
No, it was forged by elves, so it's crap.
But it's adamantine.
Yeah, it should be great, but it was forged by elves.
If you don't like it, I'll take it.
Well, no, it's for Lord Haverhill.
But I know a guy. I know a guy. He's
Then
a
what
dwarf,
happens?
And he's a smith.
I
can look at
Well-
the door.
Do you
Oh.
touch the door?
Don't.
No, I'm looking at it.
Okay, you see all the things I explained to Ian a minute ago. Strange carvings of
Varn
wood.
will again return to the door, and after tucking the sword behind his back in his pack, and he will take out his bejeweled key and try it in the lock.
As you kind of move the key towards it, you can see sparks kind of moving from the door to the key. And the second that happens, the column behind you manifests as the one did before.
Nope.
The woman steps down
Nope.
with her sword.
Nope.
in
Nope.
hand.
Nope.
Roll
Nope.
initiative.
Nope.
Roll initiative. Actually, hold on. I already have you on the initiative board. Let me erase and reset. Hold on. Lazy DM is lazy. Okay, do it again.
But I'll never roll an initiative that high again, John. I told you. I told you, John. I had a 15.
I'll be nice and I'll change it for you.
Oh, splat. Splat goes the barn. Lord Ash, who?
Can
You have a chance to at least get out of the room where she acts. That is highly suggested.
Sorry, my cat is jumping up on my desk. Okay. Everybody's rolled, right? Chody, you're first. Talith was actually first. Did you do anything or did you stay outside?
I'll just move a bit closer.
Okay, you see a half-orc rushing past you, his arms hoofing from the top of his head all the way down to his core. Just, ah! Fuck no! Varn.
Nope. Nope. You're getting out of my way, and I'm closing the door.
Okay. Talith, you actually went out into the chamber? Okay.
Oh, man.
Darn.
I feel bad for someone.
Yep. Honey Badger.
Honey the Badger is getting the F out. It saw what it did to Lucas, it knows.
My ready to action is that door is shutting. So you need to get through here.
Okay. It'll go to the stone golem. There's still somebody in the room. So I'm going to go ahead and move around to it and attack it. That'll hit for 13 damage. Are you still standing? Nope. It will then move back to its position. Actually, it'll start moving back to its position. Talith, death saving throw. You get back up with 1 hit point and can take your actions. Do you rush out of the room or do you stay there?
Oh yeah, I'll rush out of the room. God damn.
Goddamn. The golem turns back and looks at you as you rush out of the room, but the second you rush out, she moves like with unnatural speed back to her column, and the door shuts behind you.
Jesus Christ. 4d6 damage? What?
So you guys
So,
ready
yeah,
to head back to town?
Yeah. I'm marking this one down for further investigation, and I will request the other key.
What other key?
The key we recovered from the table.
Oh, you have it. You have both of them.
I do have both of them.
Oh, look, Twitch stream. It's my cat. She's a precious girl. Oh, so
I
cute.
still think it would be unwise to give a weapon away to some royalty on a hill that isn't going to use it. We should have that.
He will bestow it to whom he deems worthy.
It's going to go in a collection, never to see the light of day again.
I suggest there.
Anton, young Haverhill is not like that.
Do you know Bunder? Have you met with Bunder?
Uh,
Are you talking
I
to
don't
me?
think he. I don't think he has met with Bunder.
He is a dwarf smith. He can make something of that adamantine sword there.
Really? Can he make it an adamantine sword?
He can make something of that sword. Trust me, it will serve him better than it will serve Haverhill.
Well, we will speak with Anton and get his decision on it.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
so you guys exit back out onto the surface. I'm assuming you're heading back to Finkiston. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to recover my pittance and rope.
When you arrive back in the town, you can see that there's kind of a bit more halflings out and about, kind of wandering about. And it looks like they're all kind of surrounding like one specific halfling who they look like they're kind of worshipping or seeking counsel from. You're not 100% certain, but there's something going on in the middle of town. And it looks like there's one strange halfling kind of, being the center of attention to everyone else. Every so often, you can see a plume of smoke rise up from that halfling.
I would like to go find someone and say I need to speak to whoever's in charge of the area of the town.
John, what are the distinguishing features between the keys?
One is ruby and one is sapphire. They are both made out of adamantine.
Ruby and Sapphire, huh?
Ruby and sapphire. It's weird that I came to those two as my decision.
Colors.
I think she knows she's being watched on camera.
Showing off, is she?
Such a cutie.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell whoever I can about the giants, about how the one that's been causing problem has been defeated, and the older one is actually.
All that remains is that the former chieftain Char.
You said you wanted to tell the person in charge, right?
I want to get the word out to anyone I can.
Okay, so it looks like most of them are kind of in town, like around this one halfling. And as you kind of come up to them, they're like, "Oh, we're listening to Lord Finkus' address, and he's granting boons."
I want to go up to that. Is it? You said it was a gnome or a halfling?
They're all halflings, bro.
A halfling, and
That's
basically tell him what's going on. What happened?
So you kind of, oh my gosh, what are you doing?
I'm trying to tell you the.
Not you at all. The cat's trying to eat the webcam, dude.
Oh.
John, your cat is awesome.
You know what you did, you little baddie. All right. She's going back to rolling around. She's like, "No, I'm eating this webcam, bro. It's delicious." Anyway, you manage to make your way through to the one, and he kind of looks up at you and goes, "Hey, hi, who are you?"
I just rolled an 18 on my performance, and I let them know what went on with the giant, and about how if he actually wants to live in peace with them, then would even be willing to help them. But
If you want to roll a persuasion check, because performance is like singing and dancing.
I think Varn should handle that.
We'll go with the 18 because I'm pretty sure they're both the same. I don't think you have either of them trained.
-1.
Yeah, so we'll just go with the first one. And he goes, "Yeah, no, that's fine. I'd rather live in peace than anything else." And he kind of shrugs and he kind of looks at you. Is that all?
And we have dispatched the ones that have been attacking your people.
Great.
So it should be safe now.
Were you wanting something for it, or?
I don't need any reward. I just wanted to let you know I'm here to spread the word so that you stay at peace with the actual. The
Yeah,
one that
no
doesn't
problem.
fight.
Where are you from?
I'm a wanderer. I'm an adventurer. I'm working out of Haverhill. He's hired us to do work right now.
No, Hilton,
but
huh?
We're just wandering
Hilton.
the area. Yeah.
Well, do you and your friends want to get back there, or are you sticking around?
Figured we'd head back.
Oh, okay.
Unless there are any other tasks you need assistance.
Well, if you need to get back there, I can get you there, no problem.
That would be appreciative.
Yeah, no problem. He just seems like super chill.
He spent too much time in those rooms of contentment.
He's just excited to be talking to a big plant man.
No, not really. He just seems super chill. And remember, this halfling, his name is Finkus. Yep, just super chill. He kind of looks at you guys and goes, "Yeah. I can help you. How many do you have? Traveling.
There's 5 of us.
And a half. 4.5, really.
Yeah, 4.5.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that to halflings.
Actually, during the walk back, Lucas would have whooped back to normal form.
Okay. I didn't know.
Dugat still has Leaf still on him. He says, "Just walk like you were walking home." And he kind of nods his head. Yep. Just walk like you were walking home. And he kind of gets everybody over to him. And he keeps on saying, "Just walk like you were walking home." And he kind of looks at you all, and he's moving his hands kind of weirdly. And you can see that he pulls out this strange bottle and starts pouring it on the ground. And he says, "Just walk like you were walking home." And then he kind of like lights a fire with his hand and throws it down into the water. "Just walk like you were walking home." And as he's finishing that sentence, everything just becomes kind of worry, and everything feels like the wind. And yeah. Do you guys walk home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Damn
get
it,
there.
we're going to miss out gathering the mushrooms.
You guys get there in a couple of hours.
Miss out on collecting the mushrooms, John.
And when you arrive back in Hilton, you revert back from a gaseous state into a normal state.
Cool.
And experience. Let's do that, and then we'll call it, I think. So you guys would arrive back the next day. So 7 Adar is when you guys would arrive back in Hilton. Probably mid-morning.
Wait, we left. We left on 7.
You left on 6. You started you started out on 6 in the morning. You arrived there at the end of 6. You stayed on 7. You would arrive on 7 because he sent you in a wind walk. You would arrive back in a couple of hours. You're literally arriving back in Hilton on the morning of the 7th.
Oh, we left on 7, John.
There's no way you could have left on the 7th because the 6th is when I said these are the posts and these are the starts.
Why you gotta argue?
I got a pizza ready. He's a DM,
Okay.
so let's go.
Did you waste a whole day like getting ready? Like what the fuck?
Well, because it was afternoon when I was approached.
No, it wasn't. It was morning. I just put all the quest boards for everybody's activity on the 6th. Your activity was gather the group and go in the morning.
Just after midday.
Just then change it. I don't know why you would waste a whole day. Why would you have been informed on the midday? I didn't say my post was midday.
No, it's this one. It's John Shaft approaches Ashbraid midday on the 6th.
John Shaft's not even here. He's an idiot and doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, I hate John Shaft.
Arguing with God.
Experience.
For fuck's sake. Why did John Shaft reply to you? Oh, I remember now. He told me that he was going to get on this, but he thought this was a 7 o'clock game because John Shaft's a jerk. All right.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Then, yeah, we left morning of the 6th.
Shaft is not a DM also. So, overruled.
Kiss me. Kiss me, Jonathan.
I don't want to.
Kiss me.
So 3 more Verbeeg and the Spectre or whatever it was,
Oh, I
and
know.
then the quest experience.
I know. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so Ian, you get 240. Everybody else get 290.
What? Why am I getting shafted?
You did not fight the Spectre.
No, but I guarded them from getting ambushed.
You didn't fight the Spectre.
You did. You were yelling at the other giants, trying to call them to us. You did nothing.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream.
Hey, John.